won't settle, won't sleep or stay. Signals live, baby, on the Palmetto Racing Network waves, where the roots run deep, gators bite, and the mean serpents play. Fumes and the engines louder than bombs. Only two things known to live long: champions, legends, stock car engine. The roughest, toughest bunch of motorsports, the wildest crowd you ever seen before. Palmetto lights burning through the low country road. Champions, legends, stock car engine. Palmetto lights burning through the low country road. Network of choice for the bold, for the free. Every roar, every voice on the air, on the screen. What they hear, what they know, where they've been, what they seen. Every turn, every burn, Palmetto carries the speed. Mean serpents, roughest, loudest, on scene, on stream. The roughest, toughest bunch of motorsports, the wildest crowd you ever seen before. Palmetto lights burning through the low country road. Champions, legends, stock car engine. Palmetto lights burning through the low country road.
Good evening and welcome everybody to the Season 1 finale here with the Palmetto Racing League StreetStock Series. This is the final race of the 20-race season here, so we are moving into playoffs after tonight. These guys will go on a break next week, so there will be no races next week for the StreetStock Series. They'll get a chance to rest up briefly here before we start playoff season for them. 9 races in total, 3 for a round of 12, 3 for a round of 8, and then 3 for the round of 4. All 12 drivers will be able to compete in all of the races, but only the top one out of the 4 in the round of 4 will be eligible to win. So definitely can't believe it's already here, wrapping up the end of the season here, but these guys will be back to start the round of 12 on June 24th at Lime Rock, kick off things at Lime Rock, before heading to Darlington on July 1st, and then on July 8th they will finish up the round of 12 with the Irwindale Outer. But that's getting a little bit ahead on things here. Let's go ahead and take a look as we are live at the track currently. Go ahead and get our race info up here on the screen. There you see the map for the Charlotte Roval. This is the 2025 edition here, so just over two miles of configuration of track here. About a track temperature of about 86 degrees, so should make things interesting this evening for sure. We've seen these guys race this one in the recruitment races. Don't believe we have actually seen it in the official season. This is the first time in the actual season that these guys will have run here. They're currently in qualifying. Still got about 2.5 minutes left of qualifying to go, so still got a little bit of time to eat up here, but nonetheless, definitely get some racing underway here for this season finale. As we take a look at some of the views around the track, I'll go ahead and get that race info box off your screen. And while we're at it, let's go ahead and take an opportunity here to check out the current point system with who is leading in the standings right now. And we see the 25 of Stephen Gall currently leading with 626 points there, with the 40 right behind him in second place. Then the 45 of Brent Grandpa Thompson there in third. Aaron Martin in the 27 in fourth. Kyle Simmons holding fifth position. Mr. Doyle Boyd holding sixth. Aaron Vogt in seventh. Justin Harris in eighth. Gunnar Fix in ninth. And Dustin Spates in 10th. So a lot of inactivity here lately out of the 13 of Dustin Spates. Not sure if he will be returning or not. I would assume this late in the game. Most likely not. But all the drivers you see on screen here will be playoff eligible, so they will be able to come out and race. So we have an option here for 10 drivers to be in at least. Not going to really see much of a change here until we get to the round of 8. Numbers will start slimming down. Folks will start disappearing off the scoreboard here. Just to keep the confusion cleared out. But basically every driver you see up there will be eligible to enter the playoffs. So let's go ahead and take those points down now. We should be getting close here. Got about 30 seconds now before we head trackside for the grid up. Take a look at our starting positions here this evening once those results are ready here in about 15 seconds or so. Get this thing underway. 40 laps here tonight at the Charlotte Roval. It's the StreetStock's running road courses has really, I feel like it's been a pretty good addition here. Definitely keeps the action interesting. And great thing about the playoffs is we're going to get to see a perfect mix, I feel like, in each bracket, honestly. So not much of a grid tonight. Unfortunately, we got some drivers missing out from weekday commitments and things of that nature. But Justin Harris starting us out in first tonight. Aaron Martin with the second fastest time there in second place, and Brent Thompson starting in third. So 3 drivers taken to the track to try and tame this Charlotte Roval. Go ahead and take that information down. Let's get to the grid up here, as I do believe the pace car is leading them out onto the track now. So we are almost ready to get this one underway. Get all of our usual boxes up here filled with information. We know how folks love information there. Do apologize. Track map is cutting into the logos there briefly. That's all right. Doesn't matter. I don't think the folks over at VB Racing is going to be too mad about that. You can still see their logo pretty well. It's more so the league logo that's getting butchered there, and our logo is.
Hello.
A little bit of a little bit of a change up there, and pace cars tonight, as we have a Porsche out on the track leading these guys. Looking like the driver's going to try and bully the Porsche a little bit. I believe I mentioned it earlier, 40 laps here tonight, so about to get things underway here. Wait for that pace car to peel off the track there, and we should be ready to get this one going. Obviously, with this being a road course tonight, no cautions. Cautions have been turned off. Don't think we're going to see the need for one with only 3 cars out there. These guys most likely going to get spaced out a good bit here as this one gets underway. Try to keep you updated as well throughout the playoffs here, as we get information on different changes and things coming by way of the league. Obviously, with this season wrapping up, truck season going to be wrapping up around the same time, same week. These guys are already in talks of changes and such for both series. Some additions as well to some new series to give you a more broad spectrum of racing here. So all good things to come. I'm hearing different talks. Oop, everybody getting kind of jumbled up there in the first set of chicanes. Oh, and a stall from the 7 of Justin Harris there, as you heard over the in-car comms. Not a good start here. Could be the break these guys are looking for. Heard them talking a little bit just before going live here over the car comms that Justin Harris having the fastest time. These guys basically telling him that they were almost certain that some of the track officials maybe had a gate somewhere in the middle of the track that was allowing him to access one side to the other relatively quickly, because they just couldn't keep up there. As you see the 7 of Justin Harris gaining quickly on the 45 of Brent Thompson, gets around him there and now got his sights set on the 27 of Aaron Martin. But back to what I was saying, I'm hearing some talks of new additions. Sounds like the league is going to be looking to start dirt racing. So not entirely sure what vehicle they may plan on using for that, but I'm hearing talks of adding a dirt series, also adding a full road course series. I have heard a car be named for that one. Talks of using the Mazda MX-5. So if any of you have run road courses with those before, they're pretty fun. So that's going to definitely be interesting. And no telling what they could swap out into either. As the 27 of Aaron Martin, they're doing a great job being a little defensive, trying to keep the 7 behind him there. Excellent job so far. Try and get us some different views here. Road courses are always exciting because of that reason. The many camera views around the track, a little more also focused inside the drivers' cars. So we'll have quite a few different views here tonight if the cameraman is doing his job properly, and hopefully he is. Not sleeping tonight. A little wide by the 27, but no harm, no foul there. Still keeps the 7 of Justin Harris just behind him. 45 of Brant Grandpa Thompson back there keeping up. Everybody looking to make something happen here. Oh, and the 7 of Justin Harris comes right behind the 27 there. Everything stays smooth, though. Only 2 laps of 40 complete so far. The 27 dropping down pretty aggressively there, trying to get the rear of the car in front of the nose of the 7. The 7 going to the outside now, going to look to try and get around the 27 here. Let's see if he has any luck. Coming up on his inside now, about fender and fender. Still running with the same stipulations tonight, 30% fuel. Oh, and the 27 gets a little loose, and that's going to cost him as the 7 of Justin Harris gets around him cleanly there. Seven slowing down in the turn there, making almost a complete stop. But, I feel like that I might have saved him some time there. I'm to be honest with you, I've ran this track a few times, and I've never taken that approach there, and looks like it paid off for him, though. He's got a nice little gap there between him and the 27. Hitting the chicanes now, coming through. These guys doing a really great job here tonight at the Charlotte Roval. If you watch the recruitment race preseason early on, the thought of even having a StreetStock series here, that was a bit of a headache. The Charlotte Motor Speedway here has track lighting, and the race was originally scheduled for a night race, and these guys got out here and started running, and we realized very quickly, a lot of the drivers saying they couldn't see because the track lighting here does not stretch to the infield where a lot of the track runs through, as you see up on the track map there. A good portion of the course runs right through the infield here at Charlotte Motor Speedway, so these guys couldn't see squat out there, man, and it was risky. We checked a couple of the in-car cams as these guys were rolling, and man, the whole session ended up having to get scrapped, and oh, looks like somebody lost control there. I didn't quite catch who it was. Let's go back and look here. Looks like that may have been the 27 of Aaron Martin there. Maybe the rear got a little loose on him, maybe. Yep. Got a little loose on him there coming out. That not a good thing to have happen here. That now gives the 45 of Brent Thompson the chance to move up into second here, and he does so. Got about a 6-second gap there behind the 7 of Justin Harris. A little bit of time to make up to get caught up to him there. Oh yeah, back to the point at hand earlier with the first Charlotte Roval race. Didn't take the commissioner very long to realize that any of the Charlotte Roval races were definitely going to have to be done during daytime in sim, or drivers were going to have a very difficult time navigating their way around the track. Finally got our first in-car view here, riding along with, well, we were with the 7 of Justin Harris. Now we're back with the, well, you know what, at this point I'm just gonna leave that alone. Cameraman, I think, is trying to get back at me for cutting a joke on him earlier about camera views. Now he's gonna be a bit excessive with it. That's alright, at least he's changing it up a bit. Sometimes he tends to put us to sleep with some of his camera views, so I'll take the excessive changes there. 5 laps now complete out of 40. Getting ready to be 6 completed this time through here as the 7 makes his round of the turn. Finish line just on the other side of the chicanes there. So yeah, if you're watching the live, man, tell us what you, give us some feedback. We know the league watches these broadcasts back, and I'm sure they would appreciate the feedback. What's everyone's thoughts on adding some dirt track racing and road course action? We've had some folks tell us in the past that they would love to see something other than oval, and I think the road course would definitely be the thing that bridges the gap there. These guys have mainly been focused on oval action, aside from the occasional road course in the street stocks and the truck series. A little bit of curveballs in the truck series, I will say. No one, I don't think, really anticipated having NASCAR trucks on a dirt track like Eldora, but that was definitely an interesting race also. And if you're wondering, yes, you heard that correctly. NASCAR trucks on dirt at Eldora. Not your typical NASCAR race, but that's kind of what That was the point. And I tell you what, man, you could really tell who the dirt track racers were in that race for sure, because most of them got out there and dominated in a vehicle that isn't typically supposed to be used for that here. And it looks like we're going to see our first pit stop here by the 7 of Justin Harris. Not sure if he's coming in for fuel. I mean, I imagine he's going to go ahead and take fuel. Who wouldn't? This is a bit of a larger course here, so still running with the 30% fuel cap. Probably would be a good bet here to go ahead and take fuel. But probably coming in for some tires too. I'm not really sure what just happened there. I know he came into pits, but it doesn't look like he stopped. Looked like he just did a drive-through there. Not sure if that was by mistake or I don't know. I'm sure he had a reason for it. It just may not be known to us right now, and that's all right. I might have been trying to make things a little more interesting, giving these guys some time to catch up to him. See the RPM gauge there. He's getting every bit of them RPMs before switching gears. Really getting a chance to open her up there. Tell you what, the 45 of Brent Thompson there doing a good job trying to keep up with that 7. I think the ride through pit entry there may have helped out a little bit, but nonetheless. Oh, and the 45 of Brent Thompson there getting a little sideways, but he hangs on to it. There you see the 27 of Aaron Martin. Everyone's still on the lead lap here. Biggest gap is between the 7 and the 27 with about 8 seconds. 8.5 seconds rather. So not too terrible here. Guys doing a really decent job out there keeping pace. So we see the 45 of Brent Thompson making the turn there, hanging on to that one very well. And that old 45 TVR car. Shout out to the guys over at Thunder Valley Racing. I know a lot of them tune in and watch us as well. Brent has been phenomenal about that, and got a pretty good standing with him. The league does, and it's always nice to see league owners and leagues period getting along and working together. Everybody working towards a common goal of just competitive, clean racing. 7 nearing the finish line here as we move into lap 9 of 40 complete. 7 giving us a little bit of a curveball running through pit earlier. I'm not gonna lie, my first thought was is he's already low on fuel. I mean, I knew the configuration difference and the 30% fuel cap was gonna create several green flag pit stops here, but I didn't think it would be that soon. I think that was lap 6, 7 that he went in. So, little bit of a curveball there. Threw us off our A game a bit. No worries though. A little bit of a wide turn there from the 27 of Aaron Martin, just off in the distance. Cameraman doing a pretty good job here trying to catch views of everyone on track. Looking like the 27 trying to take a page out of the 7's book there. Trying to get a little more efficient at that turn. And I tell you, man, that It doesn't look like it on screen when you're watching the camera views here, but that turn is, it'll catch you off guard if you're not careful. Quick. I've made many mistakes at that turn, and usually, especially when you're in a crowd of cars there, it's typically a mistake you can't come back from. I have not run this course with the StreetStock, but I have ran it with MX5s, and the MX5s, I can't really say this in full confidence, but I feel like the MX5s maybe have a little better control here because they are a road course car, and they have things like ABS and things of that nature where these cars don't. But again, I can't full-on say that with 100% confidence because I have not run the StreetStocks here. So, yeah, even in the MX5s with having the ABS and things of that nature, it's that turn is still a doozy. And I don't think that the MX5s have. Honestly, I'm not sure on the horsepower either. I don't know if they're close to the StreetStocks less or maybe even a little more. And the 45 of Brent Thompson there, looking like he's just going to flat out drift it. That was not intentional, and clearly you could tell that by the camera angle there. He definitely had the rear get a little loose from coming in hot, but good job to him for hanging on to it though. But it looks like the 27 of Aaron Martin going to try and get himself back up there as well. Maybe try and take over that second place position. Maybe the spot where the battles happen tonight. That second place position. On 30 laps to go now, so 10 officially complete here. Try and keep our eye out here for that first green flag pit stop so we can kind of get a guesstimate here on about estimated laps per tank of fuel. We do not know that information. I typically try and talk with the drivers before the race gets started and get some of those facts, but was not able to do so tonight with the new iRacing update that came out yesterday, and a Windows system update caused some technical havoc for us over here in the studio. So we spent a good deal of minutes just before the race getting started trying to work out those issues there, and the 27 going a little wide on that turn. Gonna try and do something there, kept from making contact with the 45. So yep, this is gonna be this will be the spot for the battle tonight right here between these two, no doubt. Can already see it shaping up and looking like a little bit of net code there from the 45. Tell you what, man, that's another nightmare for races as well, the net code. Oh, and the 27 sneaks one in on the 45 there, getting around him. Kind of looked like the 45 might have hit the brakes and tried to brace for impact there. And the 27 of Aaron Martin heading into pits now, so the 45 of Brent Thompson gonna go ahead and take that second place position back. Maybe get him one more lap in here, maybe two. The 7 of Justin Harris also still out. Doing a really good job here of hitting the marks. I feel like every time the camera has panned back to him, doesn't matter what part of the track he's at, he is looks to be always nailing the same spots every time, like he's got it down to a science here. And I mean, really and truthfully, that's all that racing is. figuring out the track yourself. Some cases the other drivers you're on the track with, kind of learning the whole system here. But once you get all that locked down, man, it definitely gets better for you, no doubt. Makes the job a little easier. Justin Harris looking like he is going to stay out here. I'm not entirely sure exactly what's going on with the... Let's hop over to the 27 of Aaron Martin here and see what's going on there. Not sure if that is a glitch there with our timing tower. I think it may be. Definitely not moving there. I would dare say that pit stop may have put him a lap down. However, timing tower not moving. Let's take that down real quick and then put it back up and see if maybe that refreshes or fixes it. Nah, don't look like it did anything. Just 28 laps to go now, so nearing the halfway point here. Justin Harris with some smooth skill on the track. Brent Thompson in the 45 rolling on as well, keeping that second place position alive. No halfway stage tonight to reset these guys. That was done away with a while back here in the series when things with race control started to become a bit of an issue. Looks like the 45 going ahead and pitting now. See if that gives the 27 of Aaron Martin any type of opportunity here. Maybe make up some time, possibly give our timing tower a chance to get its act together as well. Considering the amount of technical difficulties we have had here this afternoon, don't want to toy around with things too much here on the panel. In fear of something else acting up and causing another technical issue, so we will just leave things as is. As long as it is reflecting the current standings right now, that is really all we're concerned with, and so far that's exactly what it looks like is going on here, so we are just going to leave that as is. Yep. So the 27 of Aaron Martin getting that second place position back there, as the 45 of Brent Thompson still in pits. Let's take a look right quick at him and see if we can't get a glance here. Not really the best view there, but he's already coming out of the pits, so I believe everyone so far. Well, it looks like the 7 of Justin Harris now coming in for his pit stop. I was just about to say, I believe everyone except for the 7 has come in, and as I look up, he is rolling into pit entry there. So everyone's officially pitted now. First green flag pit stop for everyone. Almost halfway into the race here, so that means that most likely these guys will have to pit one more time just before the conclusion of this one to ensure that they have enough fuel to get them through the finish. We'll see if the 7 of Justin Harris being in pits here is going to be enough to give the 45 of Brent Thompson an edge here. Or the 27 of Aaron Martin. don't believe the 7 spent enough time in the pits to really make a difference there. About a 7-second gap between himself and the 27, but we'll see what happens. A little bit of a run off track there from the 45 of Brent Thompson. Seen the 27 of Aaron Martin there just off in the distance behind the 7, so trying to do what he can to shrink the gap there. A little bit of a rough exit by the 7, but he makes it through just fine. Kind of flip-flopping back and forth here between, look like, the 27 and the 7. From the cameraman, think he's trying to work his magic here again. 7 going a bit off course there into the grass. Hangs on to it without any issue though. Again, just a reminder, anyone that watches the YouTube channel and pays attention to upcoming lives, there will not be a race for the Street Stocks next week. Only a Truck Series race, so as this is the season finale for the regular season here. The 7 of Justin Harris trying to give that turn all he's got there. Gonna leave one road course from the conclusion of the regular season and hop right into another one at Lime Rock, first round of the playoffs. So a bit of some back-to-back road course action there before finishing out that round of 12 with 2 oval tracks. Get that schedule back in front of me here, so let's see. Yep. Four laps to go now. Lap slowly winding down here. Track this size though, it's kind of to be expected as the 27 of Aaron Martin goes a little off track there. Trying to really push the limits of that car to catch up to the 7. Bit of a mistake that costed him there as the 45 of Brent Thompson's right behind him. A little bit of a maybe a 3-second gap between the 2 there. What's going on here? The 7 of Justin Harris coming back through pits. Looking like he is gonna roll all the way through again. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. twice he's done that now. It's a little bit of an interesting strategy. Like I said, I'm not entirely sure what's up with that. Only thing I can think of, because it doesn't look like it gives him much of an advantage there, but I think that maybe he possibly is doing that to try and give the guys behind him a chance to catch up there. A bit of toying around with the competition here. Saw a couple of close calls in the beginning of this one, but as I said at the beginning as well, these guys would be winding up a bit spaced out here. And that's exactly what has happened. And we see the 7 of Justin Harris going back through again into pits. And just doing a drive through again. I think that's exactly what he's doing. He's giving these guys a chance to try and catch up to him here. I'm going to try and make this one as interesting as possible. As the gap on both drivers significantly decreasing there. It's telling these guys, issuing a challenge basically at this point. Come on, catch up. Let's play. Gotta tip your hat to the man on that one, trying to keep the season finale interesting. I dig it, man, because I tell you, I can't even sit here and lie. I couldn't say if I was in his shoes I would do the same thing, because I probably wouldn't. I'd probably keep that gap and ride comfortable. Both of these drivers here done got their times down the gap here between 2 and 3 seconds. So definitely trying to keep this one interesting for sure. I would not have done the same, I don't feel like. Looks like both of these drivers noticing what he did there. Maybe trying to really give it all they got here and catch up to him. Oh, and the 27 hitting the chicanes kind of hard there. Enough to pop the car up on 2 wheels. 45 of Brent Thompson gonna sneak to the inside of him here. Makes the pass, but 27 ultimately gets the better end of that deal there. Looks like some more netcode issues there for the 45 possibly. I don't believe that is on our end, but after today's little technical issue fiasco, I can't be 100% certain on that either. 27 doing a good job here trying to catch up to the 7. Excellent turn there by the 45, and the 27 getting a little loose just before almost making contact with the 45, but stops before doing so. And the 45 now look like he's going to try his hand at catching up to the 7. Man, I tell you, watching those drivers come through the chicanes like that, I almost wish the cameraman would be in the inside right here. We might get the opportunity to see it. Because I tell you, man, looking at it from the external view there does it no justice for what it looks like for those drivers inside the car when they hit those chicanes. Especially with, the way that, like, the 27, how he just popped up on 2 tires earlier. It's enough to rock you, man. It really mess up your concentration and everything, and not only that, the stability of the car as well. officially halfway through this one now, 20 laps to go, so just one more half of racing here. Excellent job so far tonight by these drivers. Nobody really making too many costly mistakes here. The 45 of Brent Thompson just about 8, almost 9 seconds behind the 7 of Justin Harris. And I'm not sure here if he would pull another pit maneuver like he has to give these guys a chance to catch back up to him. Oh, he is coming in quite aggressive into that turn there, man. Almost drifting. I'm not sure if he's going to be willing to give up any time anymore. I think he's ready to put this one to bed. He's giving these guys several opportunities here. So if the 45 wants it, he is definitely going to have to track him down and get it. Going to make him earn it here. All these drivers doing a great job here this evening, not going a lap down. Everyone's still on the lead lap here. What a way this evening by the 7 of Justin Harris to end the season. Ending it not only with a win, but playing and toying a bit with the competition. All for the sake of some competition here. I love it though, man. It's pretty awesome when you got a driver who can do that, tries to keep things interesting, not interested in getting out here and beating anybody by a mile. He wants the competition right up there with him, wants them to have a chance at it. Just kind of teasing them, sort of. It's pretty funny too, in a sense. I can't say I've ever had a driver in the history of iRacing for me do that. That's pretty funny. I tell you what, he is dang near mastered that turn. Been an impressive driver to watch this season. Came into it kind of late in the game, missed several races, but I'll tell you what, the ones that he has showed up for, these guys have really had to earn their keep when he's out on the track. And yeah, a lot of these guys out here that's running street stocks out, and they've got a really good skill set, and it's not like they're not talented at racing, that's for sure. Seen it out of several of them, a few on the track here tonight, a few that are missing. The 25 of Stephen Gall, the 40 of Zachary Aldet for sure. It's definitely another fun one to watch on the track. Just kind of slinging the car around the turns here. Making really good use of the track too. Brake rotor's glowing hot from all the braking and acceleration here. A lot of forward going motion. Back up to almost a 16-second gap between the 7 and the 45 now. Officially 16 laps to go this time through the finish. Getting a little sideways there. Doesn't hinder him at all though. Keeps it rolling. Let's take a look back at the 45 of Brent Thompson here. See how things are going between him and the 27 of Aaron Martin just behind him. Those two having quite a bit of a battle earlier. Probably going to be getting close to another green flag pit stop here. We'll see who winds up having the best strategy on that one. Yeah, not really sure how many laps to a tank of fuel these guys are getting. But I would say it was safe to assume that they all have one more green flag pit stop in before finishing this one out. Just a matter of when they decide to take it here. Looks like the 27 of Aaron Martin going ahead on into pits and taking his now. Let's see if we can pop over and take a look at him here right quick. Going to the pit stall here. Let's see what he takes. Looks like right sides for sure. Left sides as well. Looks like the 45 of Brent Thompson either had a crash or went off track. The log tracker here just says crashed. And see what happens here as we watch here our slow-mo replay. Come into the turn a little hot there. Slowing down a bit. Thinking he might get loose here, and it looks like it. The rear end coming around. See if he can straighten it out and save it, and it looks like he does. Maybe. Keep watching here and see what happens. I think that's going to be it there. So not an actual crash there, but definitely costed him some time there, no doubt. Let's jump back to live now as the 27 of Aaron Martin now out of pits. Gonna try to make up his time to catch back up to the 45 there, who's just on the other side of the infield there, and we saw him just out of reach of camera shot. So that's one driver there already taking their last green flag pit stop. He will be able to finish this one out unless something happens. '27 really pushing it in the turns there, trying to make up some time. The 7 of Justin Harris coming up just behind the 27 here. Looks like the 45 of Brett Thompson made his way into pits. Let's check in with him real quick and see what he gets on the pit stop. Winding down with 13 to go. Take a look at the car there. Definitely taking right sides for him as well. Most likely lefts too, I would imagine. And he does. Looks like the 7's going to go ahead and make his way in as well. Changes up the leaderboard a bit there. Looks like the 45 of Brett Thompson went ahead and left the race. May have been a time constraint issue for him. I do know that he has another league that he races in and manages as well, so most likely was cutting in close to time for that. Just 12 laps to go now, and it looks like it's going to come down between the 27 of Aaron Martin and the 7 of Justin Harris, as the 7 is currently sitting in pits right now. Cameraman really dropping the ball there. Couldn't tell whether the 7 took tires or not. Still sitting in pits currently, I imagine, getting fuel. And he is off now, so see what happens here between him and the 27 as he makes his way back out onto the track now. Really just sharking around them turns there, man. Cutting through like butter. 12 laps to go, and this one's almost officially in the books here unless something severe happens. 7 has got himself set up quite nice here. And it looks like the 27 of Aaron Martin now currently back on the lead lap after crossing through the finish line that go round. Looks like this one is going to come down between the 7 and the 27. The 27 almost 45 seconds behind the 7 here. Just 11 laps to go now, so we're almost to the 10 to go marker. And because this is the final race of the regular season here, we will, once the race has concluded, we will go to a quick break, if you will, to give us time to update the current point standings so we can show the final results of the season and get those points out there for you. Take us probably about 5-ish minutes or so. So if you would, at the conclusion of this one, if you're interested in seeing what the final results are from the season, the official results, be sure to stick around when this one is over, and we will have those ready for you. Give these guys a week off and then get them geared up to come back out and do some playoff racing. Get ready to narrow things down and crown us a champion here.
Calm down.
And officially down to the 10 to go marker here. Excellent track for an excellent season finale here. I kind of almost wish we had more drivers show up tonight, especially with the 45 having to leave out early. Unfortunately, not able to finish this one. We are going to be cutting this one close on time here, as we do have the track only for 2-hour sessions, so we will definitely be cutting this one close. This road course is definitely about eating up all of our time here at the track, and that's cool. That's what it's intended for. Better to eat up all the time than not have enough. Nine laps to go now, and we are in the single digits finally here. Oh, the 7 getting a little close to the wall, but doesn't touch it. Really doing his best to wrap this one up. Looked like the 27 of Aaron Martin there, possibly having a little bit of an issue there. See here, we've got him in the incident logger. I believe that is an old incident there. Having a little bit of trouble out there on the track, possibly. He is in the incident logger here as having crashed, but we do know that iRacing, or I should say the software here, will pick up someone crashing as just simply spinning out. So I'm not sure. Oh, nope. This time it was just a little bit of wall dragage there, it looks like. So nothing major. Unless he maybe hit the turn here a little hard. Yeah, that's exactly what happened, and the chicanes didn't help there, so he just got turned around on the track. Looks like he got himself straightened back out now, though, but the 7 of Justin Harris quickly approaching here, as we are now at the 8 laps to go marker. And this season finale is almost wrapped up here, as the 7 of Justin Harris cutting the course just a bit there. Happened to get caught red-handed. Track gonna make him give it back up though, or make him slow it down, or he will have to come in and serve a penalty, which it looks like that is most likely what he just did there. Swinging that one kind of wide. I think I may have figured out the problem with the tower there. I tend to notice that it quits counting the time gap there once the driver becomes a lap down, but I'm still a bit confused because normally, typically, it would just show 1 lap. And it's not doing that for some reason, so I don't know. A lot of things have been thrown out of whack with the recent update here from iRacing, so I'm assuming maybe that that is probably the reason for the shortcoming there, and I'm sure that the broadcasting software here will probably have an update to keep up with those changes and have us back on track. Good news is they've got about 2 weeks to figure it out, at least for the street stocks, before we come back to broadcasting some more action for them. And I don't foresee it being an issue in Saturday's race with the truck series, so we'll see what happens. Speaking of the truck series, this weekend those guys headed out to Pocono for 50 laps there, the old tricky triangle. That should definitely be another good race, one that I am looking forward to calling. Six laps to go now. Almost wrapping this one up. Oh, and the 7 of Justin Harris going off track a bit there. Quickly corrects it though. And I do mean quickly, not trying to give the 27 of Aaron Martin any type of advantage there or excuse for him to be able to catch up. Looks like he sent it a little too hard in that turn there. Definitely can't afford too many mistakes like that. Not this close in the finish here. Quite a bit risky. I know sometimes folks say it's better to risk it for the biscuit, but this guy here, he's got a nice little blanket there, and really and truthfully, I feel like even if he just kind of Sunday strolled it for the rest of the race, he would definitely be okay. Not as much of an advantage to the 27 as I thought that spin out would have created. And I'm sure that the 27 is probably thinking the same thing. Still not registering a gap time here for him on the tower, so I assume he is still a ways back there. Could also be that with the track, I didn't even think about the track being as large as it is. Once it gets, over 55-second gap or so, maybe closer to 60, it just counts it as -1. So that is more than a minute behind. That's, I think, what's going on there. I don't know how I didn't catch that before. Probably because we're not used to covering road course action here. But that's all right. I think we figured it out now. So that means the 27 is just over a minute behind. The gap still kind of increasing a bit there. Even with the 7 making the mistake that he did. 4 laps now. This thing is almost a wrap. Coming back through the chicanes here. Nice entry, nice exit. 3 laps to go now. Going to literally be wrapping this one up right on time. And the 7 has almost caught up to the 27. It looks like the 27 of Aaron Martin heading into pits now. And the 7 gonna do the same as well. Let's see how this one plays out. Looks like the 27 already back out on track there, so possibly just dropping in to take some fuel, not bothering with tires. I don't think they have any left anyway. They did only have 2 sets of tires in the pits, so both drivers possibly just coming through to get some tires here. Or, excuse me, just get some fuel. Get just enough in the tank to top off and get back out here and finish this one up. White flag lap next time around. It looks like the 7 is going to leave this one our season finale winner tonight. And again, at the conclusion here, we will not immediately end the broadcast. We will put you on a quick little break to give us time to crunch the numbers and update the standings here to include our provisional drivers tonight who had to miss out, and give you those updated point standings here as we prepare to head into the playoff season. Final lap this time through, and I tell you what, man, this has been real fun to watch here. Again, I think the only thing that I would change about this race, calling it from the hot seat here, is I wish it had more drivers involved, and hopefully that's something that we see a drastic change in come next season. I feel like the league has a lot to offer that's going to pull a lot of people in, but they're going to have to definitely going to have to hit the advertising hard, try and catch the eye of some new members and stack these grids up, man. Oh, and the 7 coming in close to the 27 there, now putting him a lap down. For the first time this race, someone has gone a lap down. 27 did an excellent job hanging in there this race, but that is definitely going to wrap this one up here. The 7 of Justin Harris is your season finale winner here at the Charlotte Roval 25. Take a look at those results real quick. So Justin Harris finishing in first here, with the 27 of Aaron Martin finishing second. Brent Thompson finishing in third. Go ahead and take those down. Let the 7 get his victory donuts in. Nice peel outs out there. Excellent win. I think that was a perfect camera angle as well. What a way to end the season here. Some road course action getting us ready to move into playoffs. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to put you on a brief break here momentarily while we crunch these numbers and get those final season standings ready. And we will be back momentarily. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got those numbers crunched out for you here. Let's go ahead and get them up. So this is the final point standings here. Stephen Gall in the 25 taking home first in the standings with 659 points. Zachary Audette with 636 points in second. Brent Thompson finishing in third in the season standings with 617 points. Aaron Martin here, who had a pretty good performance tonight in the 27 and fourth with 553. Kyle Simmons finishing the season here in fifth with 522. Mr. Doyle Boyd finishing in sixth here with 476 points. Aaron Vogt in seventh there with 405. Justin Harris, our race winner tonight here at the Charlotte Roval, finishing in eighth with 378 points. Gunnar Fix finishing this season in ninth with 164, and Dustin Spates finishing in 10th with 68 points. So those are the final regular season standings here, official, coming to you live. So all of these drivers will have a chance to enter the playoffs for the round of 12 as we progress all the way down to 4. Before declaring a season championship with the finisher race happening at Myrtle Beach Speedway. So still lots of exciting racing to come in your way, and chance for somebody to take it all. These point standings are good to look at, but when the playoff format is in play, it does not declare you a champion. So just means you're in a good position for the running, that's for sure. So let's go ahead and get those point values down, and go ahead and thank you for joining us this evening. We hope you enjoyed the road course action as much as we enjoyed putting it on for you. It's definitely been a blast calling the season for these guys. I'm looking forward to even more competitive racing during the playoffs, and really seeing all of the exciting things they've got coming or planned for the future. So that's going to do it for us this evening. Be sure to tune in again on Saturday for the Truck Series race this Saturday at Pocono. And these guys will be off next week. So the only race that'll happen next week is the Truck Series. And then they'll pick up with the playoffs on June 24th. So be sure to tune in. Don't miss it. Y'all have a good evening.